What? Is it gonna hurt me? You know I hate fire.
Bobby, calm down.
Like a Honda.
What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 15. This is Bobby's first time kind of seeing the car like complete and running and whatnot. We got the exhaust welded up this morning. I had to weld the tips on. And now Bobby came because Bobby is especially excellent at
interior detailing. It's my specialty and I absolutely love doing it.
We're gonna pull the car off the lift so we can get some parts out of it. All the airbags are being replaced. The dash needs to come out, the headliner needs to come out, the seats need to come out, whole interior is pretty much gonna be gutted. We're gonna clean it, replace the dash, replace headliner, replace all the blown airbags, and hopefully make some real good progress on the interior today. I'm not trying to jump around too much on this build from like running and driving stuff to interior, but UPS currently has a very important package that we need to actually drive this car. Does that look safe?
No.
Bobby said it's not safe, so we can't drive it like that. So instead, we are gonna tackle interior mods, not mods, rebuild. We were supposed to put the intake on yesterday, but I'm gonna do that today instead. Bobby made me come home yesterday because...
I don't want to talk about it, baby.
Intake is all finished up and we are ready to move on to the interior. So this thing is completely torn apart in the ass end back here because we had to get to that quarter panel. And then this is all loose. So I'm just gonna go ahead, take all this stuff out, and then we're gonna pull the front seats and then probably the headliner and then probably the dash. The dash is gonna be the hard part. Everything else is pretty easy. I disconnect the harness.
Wow, no. Why is there an egg cartridge on it?
So it looks like they're eggs. So we do have to swap out the whole or all the harness stuff. All the wiring goes on the new one. Our egg cartridges may go on the new one, and our pillowcases may go on the new one as well. But we can deal with that later. I don't think I'm gonna get this done today because I still have to pull out the dash. The dash looks like a pain in the... What should we do next?
Curtain for sure. In the way, everybody hates it. And I know you want to fart on it.
Today's video is sponsored by Carly. I've been wanting to get my hands on one of these things for a while, so let's go ahead and plug it into one of the cars and see how this thing works. This thing should be very simple to use. It's gonna plug right into the OBD2 port. Ready to go? I just scanned the car. I am actually very surprised. This thing is able to read way more than I would have figured. It can completely read all the ABS system, AYC, all these codes. Every time we drive this car, it throws the AYC light on. And when you go into here, check this out. C1219, steering angle sensor. I'm very, very impressed with this thing so far. It appears to have the same capabilities as like a high-end $1,000, $2,000 scanner. In total, it says my car has 38 issues. That's a lot of issues. It even shows you all live data. I can go ahead and fix the steering angle sensor because as you can see right now, it's at 363 degrees, which is way off. At the time I'm filming this video, I'm currently trying to get the Type R running, so I'm going to go ahead and plug the Carly adapter into the Type R and see if it can help us out there at all. Total of 5 responded ECUs, 26 fault codes. The Carly scanner is giving me quite a bit more codes than the cheap little scanner I have here at the shop, so that is going to be a big help when diagnosing this thing. Also, the million different pieces of live data we can review as well. Not only is this good for reading all the engine fault codes, if you're going to buy a used car, plug in the Carly and you can actually read the miles on the car just to check in case of an odometer rollback. I hear you can unlock some hidden coding, which I'm excited to test out on the BMW. Big thank you to Carly for sending this out to me. This is definitely something I'm going to be using a lot in the shop. And if I were you guys, I would definitely pick one up as well. If you want to pick one up, I'll have it linked down in the description box below. Cool. Nice. I'm a little concerned. This is the actual airbag. Okay. Now, is that on my new dash or is it not on my new dash?
Let's go check her out.
It is on my new dash. I think we're completely done tearing this thing down. Bobby, it's up to you now to clean up all the glass that keeps going into my knees.
Hey, you must replace it. Cabin air filter needs to go. It's not that bad, you know, for being a 2021. But it's pretty gross. As you can see in the crust. It needs to go in the garbage. Sorry.
So Bobby's gonna vacuum all this junk up. Enjoy this fine time lapse of the detailer herself. So as Bobby's over there doing the Type R, I actually have a little mod for the Evo. I've had this mod laying around forever now, and guess what? It is a new dash, or not new dash, it's a new radio for this car. All right, we got the iDoing head unit in and it works amazing as always. This is like the 40th one I've put in any car, and they are definitely the way to go. Wouldn't you say, Bobby?
Yes.
So the whole entire interior is gutted and clean. Everything is pulled out, and Bobby did a killer job getting it all cleaned up. So here's everything we're replacing. The curtain airbag for the passenger side, the dash wiring harness because it was cut when the car was sitting outside. They broke in, stole the radio, and cut all the wiring for said radio. So replacing the harness, replacing the dash, airbag for the steering wheel is getting replaced, of course the new radio, headliner, airbag module, both seat belts, and I think that's about it. So let's get started off with the headliner. It is so nice doing this stuff with the windshield out. I should probably put in the airbag first. All right, we got the new headliner installed with the passenger side curtain. Everything's good to go. Lights work. Harness was a direct fit. We didn't have to swap anything out there, so that was cool. Next up is going to be the dash wiring harness. I want to give a massive shout out to my good friend Condor Builds on YouTube. I'll have his channel link down below. He pulled this out of his 2021 wrecked Type R. So hypothetically speaking, this should be a direct fit, direct swap right into our Type R. I was initially going to splice in all of the connectors for the wiring harness, but they cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different connectors off the harness. So there's probably like 30 or 40 wires total to splice. That would be a mess. That's more than the ABS pump was. So a wiring harness swap is the best choice here. Dash harness is in. That was no fun at all, but it's in. Let's do the dash. tons and tons and tons of progress was made in today's video for the interior on the Type R. Full dash is back in. There's a couple little trim pieces we still have to do, but the dash and the harness, that was the most time-consuming part by a mile. Headliner's in, and I don't want to finish the interior till tomorrow because we have 2 special packages coming in tomorrow, which is going to allow us to finally, hopefully, complete the interior and get us that much closer to the first drive of the Type R. It's taking a little bit longer than expected, especially with all the shipping delays and whatnot, but we are moving right along. This car's come a very long ways, and I feel like a rather quick time, but here she is, almost ready. I'm gonna wrap up today's video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye, my friends. I'll see you boys in the next video.